The world is a stage, and you've been given a script you didn't write. The year is 2026. The scene opens not on some distant dystopian future, but right here, right now. It's a world that looks familiar, but feels fundamentally different. You work hard, harder than ever before. Your paycheck arrives, but it buys less. The house you dream of is further away. The secure retirement you planned for feels like a mirage. Meanwhile, you see the headlines, you hear the whispers. The fortunes of the ultra-wealthy are not just growing, they're exploding. They're not just getting richer, they're becoming a different species of economic being. This isn't a coincidence, it's not bad luck, it's the design. This is the 2026 valuation gap. They don't want you to understand this. They want you to believe it's just the economy, just the way things are. But behind the curtain, a massive transfer of wealth is underway. And it's happening through a mechanism so subtle, so powerful, that most people don't even see it. It's the gap between the value of what you produce, your labor, your time, your skill, and the value of what they own, their assets. And by 2026, this gap will have widened into a chasm. Forget what you've been told about climbing the ladder. The ladder is being pulled up. The rules of the game have been rewritten in secret, while you were busy playing by the old ones. Let's strip away the noise. The core of this story is simple. Labor versus capital. Your labor is what you do. You trade your time and skills for a wage. For decades, this was the deal. Work hard and you get ahead. But that deal has been broken. Now, let's look at capital. Capital is what they own. Stocks, bonds, real estate, private equity, complex derivatives you've never heard of. These are not just assets. They are machines designed to generate wealth while their owners sleep. While you are trading hours for dollars, their assets are compounding, multiplying, and accelerating in value at a rate your salary can never match. The story of the 2026 valuation gap began years ago, in quiet boardrooms and closed-door meetings. Trillions of dollars were printed, not for you, but to inflate the value of these very assets. Interest rates were kept artificially low, making it cheap for the wealthy and their corporations to borrow and buy up even more assets. This created a bubble, but not a bubble that will pop for everyone. It's a selective bubble. It inflates the value of what they own, while simultaneously devaluing the currency you are paid in through inflation. Your $100 buys less food, less gas, less life. Their $100 million invested in the right places becomes $200 million. It's a rigged game. Your work is being systematically devalued in real terms. Think about it. The technology you use at work makes you more productive than ever. You can do the work of 3 people from a generation ago. Logically, your value, and therefore your pay, should have skyrocketed. But has it? For the vast majority, the answer is a resounding no. All that increased productivity, all that surplus value you created, where did it go? It didn't go to you. It was captured by the owners of the capital, the owners of the technology, the shareholders. It was funneled directly into asset prices. You made the company more profitable, and the reward was an increase in the CEO's stock options and the portfolio of a distant, faceless shareholder. Your effort literally made them richer, while you got a cost of living adjustment that didn't even cover the real cost of living. This is the mechanism. This is the transfer. The architects of this system are masters of distraction. They want you focused on political theater, on culture wars, on blaming your neighbor. They create division because a divided population cannot see the real enemy. While you argue over trivialities, they are quietly executing the greatest wealth heist in human history. They use complex jargon, quantitative easing, zero interest rate policy, asset-backed securities to make it all sound boring and complicated. It's intentional. They know that if the average person truly understood what was happening, the system would not survive a week. They count on your confusion. They count on your fatigue. The year 2026 is not a random date. It represents a critical turning point. It's the moment when the cumulative effects of these policies become undeniable, when the gap becomes so vast that it fundamentally reshapes society. The middle class, the very engine of economic stability, will be hollowed out. You will have a society of asset owners and a society of asset-less renters and wage earners. 2 classes living in different economic realities governed by different rules. One class lives on compounding capital gains, the other on stagnant wages, eroded by inflation. One is playing chess, the other is a pawn on their board. But this is not a story of despair. It's a story of awakening. Understanding the game is the first step to changing your position in it. You cannot win a game if you don't know the rules, especially when the other side wrote them. The first rule is this: your labor alone will not save you. In the world of the 2026 valuation gap, you must become an owner. This doesn't mean you need to be a billionaire. It means you must shift your mindset from being just a worker and a consumer to being an owner and an investor. You must find a way to make your money work for you, to have it generating returns while you sleep, just like they do. How do you do this? You start by rejecting the script they wrote for you. You educate yourself. You learn the language of capital. You learn about assets that can protect you from the very inflation they created to devalue your savings. You look for the opportunities that exist on the fringes of their system. This is a battle for your financial future, and knowledge is your greatest weapon. You must be strategic. You must be disciplined. You must understand that every dollar you save and invest is a vote for your own freedom. It's a small act of rebellion against a system designed to keep you running in place. The road ahead is not easy. There will be volatility. There will be moments of fear. The system is designed to shake you out, to make you sell low and buy high, to make you give up and go back to being a compliant worker. They want you to believe it's too risky, too complicated, that you should just leave it to the experts, the very experts who designed the trap. Don't listen. The greatest risk is not participating at all. The greatest risk is continuing to trade your finite time for a currency that is being systematically destroyed. The greatest risk is waking up in 2026 and realizing the gap is too wide to cross. This channel was created to pull back the curtain to give you the information they don't want you to have. This is not financial advice. This is a financial reality check. We will analyze the moves being made in the shadows. We will decode the jargon. We will explore the strategies that can help you navigate this new world. The 2026 valuation gap is coming. It's a silent tsunami that will rearrange the economic landscape. You can either be swept away by it, or you can learn to surf the wave. The choice begins now. The story of your financial future is still being written. It's time you picked up the pen. Subscribe and join us on this journey. The truth is here, if you're willing to look.